One of the lesser known facets of domestic violence is reactive abuse. Reactive abuse occurs when the victim of an abuser reacts during an abusive situation, during an episode of violence, during that situation of being abused, feeling scared, listening to a tirade of ranting, insulting, name calling, making you really fearful, and then all of that emotion just bubbles up to the surface and you just explode. And it generally, that explosion ends up being yelling, screaming, crying, insults. You may threaten yourself because there is so much anger and hurt and frustration inside that it has to come out somewhere. The problem with that is then the perpetrator uses it as ammunition to say, well, look how you responded. I can't believe that you spoke to me like that. Look at the way look at what you just did. I have been there. I was in a relationship where my partner at the time would just, pick and pick and pick and go and go. And then I would escalate. And when I escalate, I end up, really high pitched screaming, and I can say nasty things. I have said very nasty things in response to just that, that going and going and going. And his response would always be, whoa, 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 you sound like a bush pig. And I'd try and then offer the explanation that you are making me feel so angry and frustrated that that's how I'm responding. But it was always turned around on me because that's the game. That's the game that's played. It's whatever works in the abuser's favor, whatever makes them feel better, how that makes them look better, however way they can explain that they are doing the things that they do, or they're behaving towards you in a way because of whatever you're doing. It's just how people, perpetrators, can explain what they're doing and how they try and minimize what they're doing or deny certain behaviors and actions and even the words that they say. So reactive abuse can be really damaging to a victim because it can be really hard to process. My partner is doing this and it makes me feel, disrespected, hurt, ugly, worthless, insignificant, but then everything that I hate about what he does to me, and I speak with a male perpetrator, female victim lens because that's my experience. When the perpetrator is going and going and going and then it elicits that response, it can be really damaging to a victim to think, I am behaving the exact way that I hate that he does. I am being abusive. I am doing something that I hate within my relationship, and here I am doing that as well. So that's why it can be really difficult to comprehend, but there's only so much somebody can take when you are being ridiculed, belittled, degraded, and made to feel like you don't matter. The most important thing to do is to worry about you, is to take care of you, is to really go inside and create that safety for yourself, physical safety and emotional safety. Because while somebody is, making you feel that kind of way, or they're eliciting responses from you, you're having a really hard, really difficult, challenging internal struggle with how you view yourself and then how you move through your day. That's why so many victims do say, he wore me down, I didn't feel like I was worth anything, I didn't think I deserved any better, I didn't think that I would be strong enough to live outside of the relationship and be separated or be a single mum. And it's about creating that safety within yourself, because once those words start to penetrate, it's not impossible, but it is difficult to climb your way up out of how worthless you feel, and that you feel somebody that you love and care about is able to speak to you in that kind of way that makes you feel that kind of way. So creating that safety is really important. Does reactive abuse make you an abuser? No, it doesn't. But it is something that you do need to acknowledge, because there is something happening within your relationship that is causing you to respond in that sort of way. And that's not helpful. It's not safe. It's not okay. And it is something that needs to be addressed. So, reactive abuse. I am Lisa from Lisa's Sanctuary. Check out any of my other videos on YouTube. I share my experience as a victim, survivor, thriver of childhood abuse and domestic violence. And my favorite saying in the whole world: you are significant because you are, and I love you because you exist. Like, share, subscribe, check out my other videos. Thank you.